Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, it's been a really interesting week. Spain knocking out the hosts Germany from the Euros. You have Portugal being knocked out by France. Turkey and Netherlands face off in the semi-finals. And Austria are in the semis, right? Yeah, I think Austria are in the semis. I forgot. But ones that I remember is Netherlands facing Turkey. England will be facing Switzerland, and France will be facing Spain. Yeah, and if I have to predict, my predictions will be I think England will knock Switzerland out with a 1-0 win, maybe even go to penalties, because this Euros, honestly speaking, other than the underdogs performing and playing way better football than the established clubs, this Euros to me has been boring. Especially yesterday, Portugal versus France. That game was, I slept for most of it. It was very, very, very boring. And you all know how much I it's not like I hate international football. It's just that I prefer club football to international football, and that's just my preference. Um, yeah, so I think England will beat Switzerland, and I think France will beat Spain. And hear me out. This is why France are playing terrible right now. For the players that they have, they are playing terrible, but they have players who can produce moments of magic. Not that Spain doesn't, but Deschamps is more equipped to coaching tournament football. You know, shout out to Spain, man. Spain are playing amazing. Spain, literally, the only I've enjoyed watching Germany. I've enjoyed watching Spain. I've enjoyed watching Austria. I've enjoyed watching Netherlands, Switzerland as well. Those are 5 teams that are playing amazing, and Austria are in the semi-finals if I'm not wrong. If y'all just give me a second to confirm. Sorry, Austria were kicked out by Turkey, I think. But despite that, Austria have been playing amazing football, and I really enjoy watching them. Um, yeah, so whoever will win between Netherlands and Turkey, uh, yeah, I think that's still in the quarters. Netherlands, Turkey, still in the quarters. I think Netherlands will beat Turkey, and once we beat Switzerland, but then don't underestimate Turkey. Turkey have also been playing well, but I think Netherlands are just too good for them. And one thing that I just wanted to say is that Arsenal are really close to signing Califiori, but people are mistaking that for Arsenal are seeing Califiori right now and they think that he's amazing. Actually, they were great personal terms with Califiori. What I will say is that international football is not a scouting ground. It's not a ground to scout players. That's something I know, because international football is way slower than club football. And if international football was really grounds to scout players, you could what do I say, that Morocco team that played really well in the World Cup? Yeah, yeah. Players, that team would have been ravaged and players would have been taken from that team. But then everyone knows international football is not grounds to scout. So I did my research on Arsenal and Califiori, and I found out that Arsenal had been scouting Califiori for quite some time. It's not just right now that they've seen him, but they've been scouting him for quite some time. So that is warranted. Arsenal have agreed personal terms with Califiori, who played really well for Italy, by the way, plays for Bologna. Yeah, Arsenal, tell me what you Arsenal fans, tell me what you think about that, and also some food for thought for Arsenal fans out there. If y'all have world class players, Declan Rice, Saliba, Saka, who else I could term as what? Odegaard. These are class players. And Odegaard has been at Real Madrid, so he can't go there. And Real Madrid has a really good recruitment policy. And right now, arguably, Saliba is the best centre back in the world. Up there with Van Dijk. So, how would you all feel if Real Madrid came for Saliba and Saliba agreed to go there? Will you all be willing to let him go? Because right now I think Arsenal will be way within their rights to sell Saliba. Saliba is 70 million, 60 million, 50 million at least worth player. So would you all be willing to sell Saliba to Real Madrid if Real Madrid came for him, remembering that Rudiger is getting old, he'll have to go, and Real Madrid will be scouting for young up-and-coming centre-backs to bring in? So will you all give me your thoughts, because I really see Saliba at Real Madrid, no offense. Will you all be, because Real Madrid has no shortage of midfielders, but then Declan Rice as well. If a Real Madrid, but they have Chouamini, they have Camavinga as well. In the holding midfielder area, they are sorted for so long. With Camavinga and Chouamini, both really young. So in that department, they are well okay. So I don't think you all should be scared of Real Madrid coming for Declan Rice. But are y'all thinking about, say y'all don't win the league anytime soon and Saliba decides, because that's what ambitious players do. I wouldn't mind it if Kobe Mainoo and say Rasmus, and if Man United don't win trophies in the near future, I wouldn't mind if Kobe Mainoo put in a transfer request, because that will show me he's a player that is ambitious and wants to win things. So will you all accept the same with a Saliba or a Saka? Food for thought. I'm not saying they're not loyal, and I'm not asking you if you will sell. I'm just asking if it comes the time that, okay, Saliba has been at Arsenal and sees that we are not winning anything here. I'm not saying that y'all won't win anything, but say y'all are not winning anything and Saliba says, hey, y'all are not matching my ambition, I would like to leave. Will y'all be okay with him leaving? That's just my question. Yeah, Chelsea have also signed Renato Veiga. Once again, a young centre back. Don't know who he is. Renato Veiga from, was it Rennes? Yeah, 14 million. He can play centre back and left back. They've also signed Dewsbury Hall. Last I checked, no, they have they signed Dewsbury Hall? I don't think so. But Chelsea's recruitment system is all over the place. Y'all let me know what you think. Man United on the hunt to sign Delete, Zaxi, and they gave an offer to Benfica for Neves, 60 million with add-ons, but I think Benfica want 100 million, or was it 80? He has a release clause, like 80 or 100 million. But with transfers, you don't always have to meet the release clause. But we also hunting Ogate from PSG. If I were to predict our first signing, I will say Delete. I think Delete will be our first signing. Either early, I think by next week Friday we'll have signed Delete. So yeah, those are your latest transfer news. Make sure you like the video and subscribe, and I will speak to you all on the next one. Have a lovely weekend.